training. The new clapper mixing system, after training over 3,000 students and 15,000 songs worldwide, I've been in the music industry for over 25 years now. And after two Grammy nominations, here what I've discovered in terms of mixing and the training today. Let's see. So to kick up the training, I want to share like some myth and true or false questions. So because Terrence is the only one here right now, so uh, I don't know. Maybe you have to type your answer in the chat for me to see, for me to be able to see your answer. Oh, you said LOL? I don't know what the LOL was for, but LOL right back. All right. So true or false? Expensive gear guarantee a professional sound. So I'm gonna be looking at the chat for you to say true or false in the chat before I move to the next one. What do you think, Terrence? Expensive gears guarantee a professional sound. Is that true or is that false? It's a mix of both. Okay. Yeah. From my experience, no. And I'm gonna tell you a story why I came to that conclusion, after we go through this. So the next question, mastering can fix a bad mix. True or false? What do you think, Terrence? True or false? False. Good. Yeah, the answer is false. And because with the clapper mixing training, we will you will see how we're actually mastering before we even get to mastering. The clapper mixing system show you how to master while you're mixing at the same time. Okay, the next question. You need formal training to mix and master pro sound. Is that true or false? What do you think, Terrence? You thinking about it? What do you think, Terrence? You need a formal training to mix and master pro sound. False experience is KT. I don't know what KT means. Uh, oh, it's key. Yeah, for experience is key. Yeah. You don't need formal training like most of the gurus out there. And also me, we didn't go to any Full Sail Berkeley College to, create professional sound. So you don't need that. Then the second to the last one, you need a professional studio to produce great music. Is that true or is that false? What do you think, Terrence? False? Yeah, no, you don't need a professional studio. My mixing studio is right here. It's my headphones, laptop, and a microphone and a keyboard. That's it. In the new technology age, we don't need that. So this is more of a production uh question. The more tracks, the better. Is that true or is that false? Yeah, I am on a VSX. I don't need it, but I just put it on because most of the time I mix without the VSX, and when I'm done mixing, then I turn on the plugin, the VSS plugin, to check my mixes in the different rooms. And that's the reason why I put this on. Most of the time, I use my $50 headphone, which I've had for like almost 5, 10 years now. It's $50 from Amazon, AKG K52. And I use another cheap $14 headphone. And I also have another headphone that's like probably $1,000 or 700 when I got it. I don't even use those really. But anyway, the last question, the more tracks, the better. You said true. Yeah, this is actually debatable. The more tracks, the better. This is a production question, not a mixing question. And the reason I put it there is because I want to have the discussion. The more tracks, the better. Not really. And if you have more tracks, you have tendency to create you create like what's the word I'm looking for? When you have more tracks, you have tendency to mess it up if you don't know how to actually group them in a specific groove for the ear to pick them up. It's like if you have an orchestra, a good producer, when they arrange orchestra or when you're mixing a sound with a lot of sound, you have to group the sound to a different pocket so they don't sound all over the place. Because the ear can only hear three, four things at a time. So if you have a song that has 100 to 200 tracks, it's create more confusion uh, than good. And we have great songs who only have three, four-man band. The bass, the lead vocal, the guitar, and the drums. That's it. And they make a lot of hit songs. So yeah. So the point is, if you have more tracks, you have to group them into individual pocket. So you can have layers of bass or layers of synth, layers of strings, layers of horns, but you cannot mix them as individual. You have to mix them as a group so they sound like one. That's the way the brain would not get confused. So that's what I mean by that. All right. So today we want to cover some topics about the new mixing technique that I created called the clapper mixing system. And in the clapper mixing system, we will learn how to get loud mixes, how to get clarity in your mix, how to make your mixes translate to all playback speakers, how to use harmonic distortion to enhance your mix, how to create the 4 dimension of depth in your mixes. So for people that don't know me, this is some of my accreditation and qualification, 25 years of experience, 2 Grammy nomination, Bagma Award winner, work with Beyonce, Rihanna, Ray J, T-Pain, Soraya, So Super Salmon, etc. Some several placement on TV shows, BET, MTV, Oxygen Star, CBS. Sort of 1,000 copies of preset courses and recorded a bunch of artists. I've been recording since 1998 and it's been a long time coming. And this is some of the people I've met in the industry, and some of them you may know, and some of them you may not know. This is Layla Stenberg, Tupac's manager, who was also managing Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean, Fana. That's the new artist. She's actually just broke, maybe last year. Then Jason Joshua. If you're a mixer producer, you don't know Jason Joshua. I don't know who you're messing with. This is one of the guy that actually learned a bunch of stuff from. Uh, Dave Pensado is the mentor of Jason Joshua. He trained Jason Joshua, and Pensado gave me like I met Pensado like 3 or 4 occasions, and one one of the two out of those 4 occasions, he gave me 2 hours of critique on my mixes, and the things that he taught me, they're timeless. And another thing that I noticed about Pensada is wisdom is like far ahead of a bunch of people. The stuff that it taught me 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't even realize how great those gems were until years later. That's how wise the man is. It's a wealth of knowledge. And Soraya in Empire TV show, I did a record with her, and that's my Grammy nomination. This is a billboard of a song that we worked on, Avalanche, and that's Tribe Called Quest, Ali Saeed, when he came to our studio, Burbank, California. Anyway, moving on. The the foundation of the clapper mixing method is based on you understanding the key components of mixing, which are EQing, compression, gain staging, balance and reverb and delay, and the clapper system built on top of that. Thank you, Terrence. So why the clapper system? The reason I created the clapper system because, like you, Terrence, I'm a producer. I really I'm a mixer as well, but to become a producer, I'm not worried about constantly figuring out how to get your mix done. I understand the path of just hiring a mix engineer, and I did that in the past. It didn't work out for me, and that's why I got on the journey of learning this myself. And the main reason why I created the Clapper system because I want a fast track from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. Because for me, when I get to tell my story, maybe today or in another video, I just hated the fact that I write the song, produce the song, record the vocals, and when it got to mixing and mastering, it takes forever. I would mix one song like for months and still don't like it. And it was too much frustration. And my situation where I was a part of a team, I was one of a group of a writer, and as a producer, I was the one that the pressure and the responsibility of mixing and mastering professional sound for the team rest upon my shoulder. So I was paralyzed with insecurity because I wasn't sure if the song was mixed properly or not. So they will ask me, "Is the song done, Solomon? Did you finish the mix?" I'm like, I don't really know, because once I hear my compare my mixes to the one on the radio, I sound like crap, and I'm like, wow, the song that everybody like before they left the studio, it sound way different when I done mixing it. I'm like, what did I do to this song? It's like we all loved this song last week when everybody finished it. I spent hours on it, just turning the song into mushy. It was frustrating. So anyway, when I figured out how to mix, I created the clapper system so I know how to get to the finish line faster. That's why I created this the clapper system, because I wanted to get to be able to not figure it out again. So I know what it was. This is the path. And I know for every song is always going to be different because different songs, different challenges to overcome. And the system is just for me to know what to follow to be able to get to the finish line. That's why I created. I created Clapper for me. It was a selfish reason, but I'm giving it to everyone out there, to not everyone, but a few people. So this was to ensure that I could achieve similar results more quickly in subsequent mixing sessions. Thus, I continued to document various methods in notes. A few years later, I began to observe recurring patterns across all these methods. Consequently, I gathered all the most crucial attributes and formulated the clap method. Thank you, Terrence. You've been there. That makes me feel better to know that somebody else is being in my shoe. So thank you, Terrence, for your encouragement. Hello, welcome, Mission the Truth. So now we go to the clapper. So the C of the clapper stands for maximum clarity. This is the foundation of the clapper method. Maximum clarity, I found that the loudness war that we have going on, it's been on for a long time. The loudness war, which is, the louder your mix sound, the better. And some people will say now we don't have a loudness more anymore because the streaming platform, they have a threshold for all the mixes and the masters. You can't go everything, they turn everything down by I think as 14 dB LUFS, you know. I think that's the target now on Spotify. And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not totally sure. I really don't pay attention to that. That's why I don't memorize the target anymore because I don't mix for the platform. I mix the record for the clubs or the cars, and they can turn it down. I have other one to turn it down, but I try to get my mixes to get as loud as you can possibly get without falling apart. So the clapper system, the target of the clapper system is to get you to -6 LUFX or -7 LUFX. That is insanely loud. Now, the foundation of the clapper is the clarity. The first C is where we use all our EQing. And the I'm gonna be showing you uh on the session, Ableton Live session. You'll see how I'm using the EQ filters to create loud tracks. It's very simple once you understand it. It's very simple. So if you don't use the C, the clarity properly, we can't get to the maximum loudness. So that's the foundation of the clapper. The L stands for loudness. And what we're doing with the loudness in the clapper is we're not mixing, then mastering later. We don't do that with the clapper. We master while we're mixing at the same time. Uh, we master while we're mixing at the same time. So I know a lot of people say, you have to mix first, then master later. Yeah, once you mix and everything is done, when you try to push it on the mastering level, you're just fooling yourself because all your mixes, they fall apart. That load, I target 9 UFS. Okay, yeah, that's good. If you target 9 UFS -9, sometimes I target -8 too, but I build the clapper plugins and the preset to get you to -6, -7. So you can dial it back down to fit whatever target that you want, which is good. And -6, -7 is insanely loud. And to get really loud without your mixing falling apart, that is what the game is. You want to be able to hear your transient, you want to be able to hear the attack on your kick, your snare drum, your vocals, and also you want to be able to hear the depth, the front or back, and also your 808 or your bass without them screaming like square wave. To be able to get that loud, you have to bake it in with the mixing, and that's what the clapper system is going to show you. Then the A of the clapper system is speaker adaptation, because another problem that I have, or I used to have, is mixing the song in the studio, then run to the car, and everything sound like dog crap. And the same thing, you play it on the laptop, the 808 disappears. You play it on your iPhone, you can't hear the bass, you can't hear the 808. The speaker adaptation, that's what is part of the clapper, to make sure your mixes sound good in all speakers. Then the P is the punch and groove, to just make sure the groove of your mixing is intact, because sometimes when you start to add plugins, add this plugin and those plugins, they add a little micro milliseconds delay. And when you're using too many plugins on your mixing chain, you have grooves shifting, and that mess up the groove of the song. If your DAW doesn't have auto compensation for those plugins, that's why I put the P there, to make sure your groove is still intact. Then the E is the emotional distortion. This is where people that clown me. A lot of people clown me when I talk about this online. They were like emotional distortion, but I know why I put it there. Emotional distortion is because when you add harmonics to your mixes, it brings out the emotions and the excitement of the mix of the song. So that's why I put emotion and distortion. Maybe I will change it to exciting distortion or something like that. So The E reminds me that I need to always add harmonics distortion to my song because we're in the digital age. We want to bring some of the analog vibe into it. So we add distortion and harmonic saturation at different stages in the track, in the mix bus, in the master bus, aux send. We add it as much as we can in different level to remove that digital coldness and add some vibe to the song. Then the last but not least is the R. The R stands for the 4D realism. And during my journey of learning how to mix, I realized that a mix that does not have depth is a dead mix. And maybe I'll get to show you today in the presentation. If you have a song that you've not mixed at all and everything is just all over the place, if you just do the depth alone without even EQing, compressing, just fix the depth of the song. Fix the depth meaning, okay, maybe I will actually use that as an example today, just to see what comes out. Like we'll bring up a session that's not been mixed, that's just all over the place. We just get the depth first. Let's just do the depth first. Just by fixing the depth alone, the mix just sounds more pleasing to the ear. And the fourth dimension of depth is when you have, we have a 3 dimension, which is the front to back, that's the first, left to right, that's the second, then the up or down, that's the third. Now, the fourth dimension is when you have one element in the song that's moving through in time, it move from or it moves through the 3 dimensions. So let's say, for example, you have a section, a verse section, and you have an ad lib that's moving in the back, and it is moving in the back depth, but it's coming forward, it's going backward, or it's moving left, it's moving right, it's going up, it's going down. That's how you can create fourth dimension and make your mix sound lively without just 2 dimension left and right with the EQing. EQ is up or down, and panning is left and right. Then the third dimension is what most people don't even mess with. But we're going above the third dimension, we go into the fourth dimension. So that's the clapper system. Any question before we go into the real examples? Any questions? Mission, I know you came in before. Uh, do you have any question? Is your mic on? Mission the
Yeah, I
truth.
think so.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Well, what up, brother? It's been a while since I tuned in, man. I was just checking back in with you, man, checking you out.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, man. Long time.
Yeah, it's been like a year, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's been like a year, man. I check in, man. I'm always I mix mostly my own music. So
Good, good.
yeah, I got my own engineer, but he does work for me and he's training me too. So, I've been
Oh,
mixing for like 20 years, but I'm never out of student mode.
oh,
So
good, good, good.
right, right. So I'm always trying to learn new techniques. I want to learn to mix faster.
Yes, that's why, like I said, that's why I created the clapper system so I can mix fast and not waste time. Like I used to
Yeah.
spending 2, 3 weeks just mixing one song.
I've already bought a few of yours. I got a lot of your videos already saved. But yeah, I'm back, man. We're gonna tune in, keep it fresh.
All right, that's what's up. Lawrence, thank you for joining us. Anybody with a question? Okay, Lawrence just came in, so you didn't hear the
What did you say
presentation.
about clarity on C?
Okay, good. What did I say about it?
Yeah.
Okay, clarity is EQing, and I'm gonna show you an example how just using EQ alone, you can get a mix that's clear and loud with just EQing alone.
Yeah.
And and I'm gonna show it to you in a and a real life example actually. Maybe this is the time for that. So let's get into to the real life. Let me show you my door. Let me close this real quick. Lawrence, thank you for joining us. Is still Lawrence still there? Is he gone? Okay. Um, all right. So in this session, I just use uh can you hear this? Let me play the music real quick. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good. So the Q, the EQ, which is the clarity, in this mixes, I use an example of just working with EQing alone, how we can just use EQing alone. You see, this is a kick right here. Let me name it so you guys can see. Okay. Where did I? Okay, let me place this. Okay. So to be able to get as loud as you want, one of the biggest issue that kill the biggest issue that kills your loudness is masking. So with the C in the clapper, we talk about the clarity to make sure each element of the hey, thank you for showing your face, man, supporting me up here. So in the clapper, we use the C to make sure each element of the song have their own spot. And I use this song as an example to show you the extreme case of it, because I understand when you use something in an extreme case to make a point, when it comes to actually using it properly, you don't have to go that extreme. But I'm showing the extreme cases for you right here. So this is the kick. This is without the EQing that I put on. Okay, I hear myself coming back from somewhere. All right. So this is the kick. Now, once I turn this on, you'll see I okay, so I have this kick separated in two tracks, like malting. This is the top of it, and this is the bottom of it. So that's for the kick. Then the clap. See what I did with the clap. I decided, okay, the clap, I want the clap to only be in this frequency from 38091 to 14,000. And I just put a filter on that. So all this area, there's nothing clap in there. That's it. The kick and the clap is done. Now, then I go to the bass. I decide, this is my bass. Which particular area do I want the bass to be in? Um, is it before or after? Oh, I think I already, already. Where's the bass track? Oh, that is too bad. Um, where's the one for the bass track? Okay, I don't think I have that. Okay, anyway, let's go to the hi-hat. So the hi-hat, I decided that I want the hi-hat to be. So this is how I had it before. So I want the hi-hat to only be in this frequency range, 4,000 to 15K. Even though the ad could be longer than that, but I decided I wanted to only be here. Then the piano, you see, before I, release everything, I add them on a very tight frequency spot like this. Yeah, but when I was done with the experiment, then I loosen them up so they don't sound like filtered. But this is I did the extreme cases first for you to just hear them like really extreme filter. Everything is restricted to their own spot. Then for this, I did the same for that too. I decided what frequency I want this sync to be on. 1.36 and 495. So these are the two musical element, not musical as in terms of music element in terms of the outside the bass kick and the vocal. Let me show you my span so you guys can see. Even though they're sounding like filtered right now, by the time I put them in the mix, you probably won't hear the filter sound. So for example, let's release them right now.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you is easy. Don't need to overthink. Baby, give me that.
Yeah. See, but they're still filtered. They sound like filtered. If I solo them, they sound filtered. You can hear that. You can hear that muffled.
Recording in progress.
What is that? Where is that coming from? Anyway. So anyway, I removed the filter. Oh, I can hear myself coming back from. Yeah. So if I remove the filter like this, then it sounds way better without the 48 filter part of it. I did the same for this guy right here too. So, and for the vocals, I decided I don't want anything below 500 for the vocal. That is crazy. Like, if you hear that, you're like, man, you should never cut 500 on the vocal. But when you hear it in the mix, it don't sound like something that has no 500 below.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide.
Yeah. I know there's some stuff on the top that I need to clean up, but that was not the point for this exercise. It was just to show you the filters to see, because when I was learning how to mix, they program our mind to make us afraid to EQ. They would say, oh, you should never cut more than 2 dB. You should never cut more than 3 dB. You should never boost more than 3 dB. All those brainwashing, it makes me, I don't know about you guys, it made me so afraid to do anything to the sound. Like, oh, I should never cut more than this. And if I cut a lot, I'll be like, oh, I have broken the 10th commandment of audio mixing. But all that doesn't mean nothing. Later on, I figured out it doesn't mean anything. So does this sound like a vocal that has 500 cut out of it? Seriously, here it is.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are.
If you're not looking at the screen and you just listen to this vocal,
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide.
does that sound like a vocal that has 500 rip out of it? Please tell me. Listen to these vocals inside the mix. Tell me, does that sound like something that has 500 cut out of it?
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers.
No, it doesn't. And the crazy way our eye and look at the way our eyes restrict every sound to their pocket of frequency. You will never hear anybody teach you that on YouTube. They'll be like, never do that. Never cut. You can never cut piano. Look at this piano. They will tell you never to cut piano like that. Never cut piano like this. You know, leave the piano. It has so much going on down there. See, the piano has so much all the way to the 100. It has so much on all the way to 100, but they will tell you because the piano has something to 100, so you shouldn't cut it. But I said no, cut everything because my bass is gonna be in my 100. Why the piano need to be there? Look at my bass. See, look at my bass, 70, 100. So piano don't need to be there. So that's the reason why I cut the piano. That's it. So I cut it all the way to 300 in the top. I don't need as much of the harmonics of the piano. So I cut all the way to 1.3 over there. Then my hi-hat, there's nothing I need below 4K on my hi-hat. Even if I let everything go, see, look at how big this hi-hat is. All the way to 20 Hertz. I will get to the reverb mission. Just give me one more. I'm just making this point because I think this is so vital. And this is some of the brainwashing, the misbelief that were holding me back. Now, once I let go of those beliefs, I think this is important. But I get to the reverb. The reverb is there's nothing really going on with the reverb, but I'll show you what's going on. So you look at this eye. See? I don't need all that. So I wanted to get to 4K. And if I don't want that hyper filtered, I can release it and go from the 4X filter and go back to the smoother one. Then it's smoother, but it's still not gonna bug, the other stuff. So the reverb. Reverb on the vocal, is that the one you wanted to know, Mission? Right? The reverb's on the vocal or just the reverb on the whole track? Are you there? Okay, let's do the one on the vocal. So that's what I think you're asking, but I'm not totally sure. Is it the reverb on the vocals or the reverb on the whole track? Yes, on the vocal. Okay, perfect. So let's look at what's going on with the vocal. Actually, let's look at everything that's going on the vocal. What did I do on this vocal? As far as EQing, I didn't even EQ anything. I just filtered. That's it. I just took 500 out. That was it. Then compression.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide.
Yeah, then the compression, I just had a 30 on the attack.
You're nothing like the others.
Then I'm doing like 5 dB. Then okay, yeah, go. I had the OTT. OTT is the GOAT. OTT is doing like a lower level upward compression, and also you're pushing it from the bottom up and from the top down. So that's doing most of the work there. Then the reverb is the convolution reverb from Ableton Live. Oh, that's my son in the background, if you guys hear him. So I had it like 31 millisecond of pre-delay for the first one. And this is a plate with 1.84 seconds. Then there's an EQ that's taking out some of the lows. Then the mix knob dry wet is 20%.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide.
Then after that, I had the second one, which is a Hall 2.25 seconds. And pre-delay is longer than the first one, 75 pre-delay. Then the dry is 2.22% dry and wet.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you is easy. Don't need to overthink.
Yeah. So that's the C part of the clapper. Once you get the C taken care of, is the foundation to get your loudness to as loud as you can get. Let's see how loud this track is. You know what I mean? Let's see how loud this track is.
Baby, give me that hoo-hoo. You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you is easy. Don't need to overthink.
That's -6, easy. -6, easy. There's pretty much nothing going on. The bass, I think I already okay, what's the question? So do you send the effect throughout the whole song or separately? Effect throughout the whole song or separately? I'm not sure I understand the question. Do you send the effect throughout the whole song or separately? Can you rephrase that question? I don't get it. So, or am I using sends? No. You see, this is my send.
You're nothing.
That's it. Look at this, the only send that I'm using. Back wall, just to create and the only track that's going through here is just that it's this one right here. Or track on FX or none bus. Yeah, I don't have I use them sometimes, but not all the time. But this mix, I didn't because I just wanted to use this for practice just to show you guys some theories. Yeah, usually I could put them on here, or I would just have my vocals in a group and just put the FX on that group. And also I would have this music in a group and I'll put the room or whatever I want on that group. So each group have the effects room on it. And if I need any extra stuff, it's far through the whole song. Yeah. And if I need any extra stuff, I can go through the accent. Yeah. I just put them in a group and just do FX on the group like that. If I need something on the clap, I just put it on the clap, right? Yeah, the clap is actually dry on here. It's not that much going on. This is a compressor to add more attack to it, and this other compressor, they're just doing like a pick catching. You see, they're not doing anything but just catching any extra pick. I use them like a clipper. I use them like clippers. And the kick, I separated the punch from the sub, like I showed you earlier. Then I added this big crush. So everything after 7K is cut off from the kick. Then this compressors right here, they're just acting as a clipper for any picks that's coming through. And you see they're not really doing anything. They're just sitting there catching pigs. They're just sitting there catching pigs. And what else? Then the pre-master, on the pre-master, I added an OTT, the goat. OTT is the goat and the K clip. See, my new mixing technique is the way I do my gain staging. I use a lot of clippers, and that's how you can get as loud as possible because the enemy of your loudness and the enemy of your mastering bus limiter is picks and attacks. That is the secret right there. Once you put clippers on every track to make sure no picks is pumping through, you can get your mix as loud. But is that's just one part of it. The other part of it is the C, the EQ, and use these filters like this. Make sure its sound is aggressively capitalized. AGGRES. Aggressively filter sound to only be in the spot that you want them to be and remove the unnecessary sound that don't need to be there because we can save those headroom for our loudness. That's how we get loud. That is the secret of getting loud. Then and in this mix, I didn't even use any saturation. And I didn't really do any front to back either. I just wanted to show you if you use filter aggressively and clippers, you can get loud just like this.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling.
Okay, Mishan said, I mainly mix vocals. All my beats are pre-mastered. I took your class on how to mix master. I still go to them. I've been giving amateurs a few points. There you go, man. Let them know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do another course on how to mix beat because when I did that course back in I don't know when you got the course, but when I did the course it was a few years ago, maybe 2020 or 2021. There are some new techniques now. I'm gonna probably do another course showing some of the new ways that I would mix a pre-mastered track to a vocal. Yeah. Yeah, reach out to me so to let me know. I need to do another one. I haven't done that in a long time. And I know there's a lot of producers out there just like you. That's what they don't have access to the tracks, individual tracks, and they just work with the pre-mastered. So that's important. All right. So any question? Oh, it was 2021. Yeah. Okay. Any question on this mix and on the clapper system as a whole? Terrence, are you still with us? Yeah. Any question before I go to the last segment of the training so we can round up? All right. If Terrence doesn't have any question, Mason, do you have any other question? Okay. Okay, no, go ahead. All right. So the last part of the training is All right. So this is the offer that I want to bring to you guys. The stuff that I've taught you guys today, you can use them definitely to go ahead and better your mixes. But if you want to work with me, this is an opportunity to work with me one-on-one with a group of 5 people where I'll be teaching you all the classes and we're going to deep dive into the topics. And all the classes, actually, I have a syllabus on my website that I can post for you guys to look at them. I have a syllabus of 20 classes that we'll be going through. But for the people that do this particular package, we'll go through the classes faster, and these are the bonuses that come with it. My music marketing blueprint, if you need to uh, build audiences as a music producer or as an artist, and also collaboration with me and you. We're going to be recording, producing together, and I will connect you to my TV library so you can get some placement just like I have. And also the bonus that come with it is also the 40% discount on everything on my store. And you have a mix build course. That's a course that I created for mixing from scratch to finish. Then $100 gift card and the 50 of my clapper mixing template. You'll have that. And also a Taylor Swift song mix cheat code that I created. And then 4,600 AI bonus stuff. You can use AI to better your life as a music producer. In the prompt, you have everything from marketing, social media content, lawyer contract, a whole bunch of stuff in there. And you have a guitar loops pack too, and also producer 3-wall arts and music promo guide and vocal mixing preset cheat sheet. That's for the first the VIP member. And if for the people who want to join the $3.99 one premium member, you also have most of the bonuses in the first one. The only difference is $50 gift card and the 25 clapper preset. And also the mix all classes. You get the classes. The classes is two times a month, and we're going to the topics one by one. And the last basic plan is the $99, and the limit is 300 seats. You have mixed access to all the classes 2 times a month, and you have these bonuses on there with 7 clapper mixing preset bundle. And if you want to order now, I'll put the link in the chat so you can go pick whichever package that you guys are interested in. If you have any questions, let me know. And the first package actually is limited to 5 seat, only 5 people. Then the second premium member is 100 seat, and the 99 one is 300 people. Let me post the link in the chat. The link for if you want to buy, so you can have where is anyone, if you have any question about the offer, let me know. I can answer any question about the offer. All right, I just posted the link in the just understand if it's on my platform. Okay, what do you mean by your platform? You mean your platform as in your DAW? Yes. Okay. Yeah, good question. The Wave Okay, let me show you in the DAW. Okay, maybe you haven't seen my the clapper. So the clapper. So let me show you in the DAW. This is the clapper preset that you will be getting with the classes. Can you see my screen now? Correct. I'm gonna show you the clapper system. Uh, so so I'm gonna remove what I have on this kick right now and use the clapper to do this mix. So this is the clapper right here. The way it fits in a DAW is via Wave Studio Rack. So you have Wave Studio Rack and you go to my clapper. This is my clapper folder. You see the clapper mixing folder. You see, this is all the stuff you'll be getting. All this crazy mess. See that? There's 50 of them. You just go to the drum master. You want to mix kick, snare drum? Just come here and it loads it for you. You got all kind of crazy stuff going on with that. So then you we gain stage the kick to make sure we're not clipping. So we gain stage it till probably minus, let's do minus 10 just to see. So first of all, let's hear the kick without the clapper in there. So this is the way the kick is. Then we're gonna gain stage it till minus 10. Then we add the clapper plugin. So maybe it's too loud. So we do that, or we can go to another of the presets. I could just click up to go through the drum master 2, master 3. Sure. So that is that. Then we can also add it to the clap. Then we can also add it to the vocals. Okay, somebody said something. So you need all plugin in your preset. So you need all the plugin in your preset. Yes, the plugins usually come. I have a $24 monthly subscription with Waves. So if you have the subscription, you have access to all the plugins. But if you don't, you can just buy the plugins one by one. But it's easier to have the subscription. So with the subscription, you have access to all the plugin. That's what I did. Then I want to show you the last one is to show, let me show the one for the vocals. So let's say I want to mix a vocal. I would just load the clapper vocals on there. Which one is this? Lead vocals. Hmm. Where is that noise coming from? Oh, gotcha.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy.
Okay, this is without.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers.
Then with the clapper.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you was easy.
Yeah. I know. It's coming from one of the plugins. I can find it. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's this. It's not bad though. It's not bad at all. But once the mix is in there, you probably actually you want a noise flow in your mix from from one of the top producers, Max Martin. We actually have a track that has noise from the beginning to the end of the song, and like it's crazy. Yeah, Waves fixed it back in the day when people complain they fixed the turn off, they have it turned off, but it's still on this one for some reason. But anyway, with the vocals, I like the sound of the vocal with the clapper on compared to without.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide.
Then with the clapper on,
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing.
yeah. There's another one that I have that has reverbs and everything on there. Let me see. Maybe that's it. Let's check that. Lead vocal X25. Okay, this one don't have noise. Does this have a
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you is easy. Don't need to overthink. Baby, give me that hoo-hoo. Baby, give me that hoo-hoo-hoo. You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you is easy. Don't need to overthink.
Thank you, Mason. Thank you for your support, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, so let's see without the reverb.
You're nothing like the others. Your arms are open wide. The best of all my lovers. There's nothing you hide. You got me feeling breezy. Cleaned out my memory. Loving you is easy. Don't need to overthink.
Yeah, that sounds good, but just that's just me. I don't know. I don't know, man, but that sounds good, man. That sounds good. So that's the vocal. Then I have another one for the music bus as well. So let's say I have this group to the music bus, and I know I already mixed this, but let's say this is my music bus, and I wanted to have a clapper on there. Okay, let me see. I have to make sure to go through there. Okay, I already have uh reverb and everything on there. Let me see if I can turn the reverb off. Okay, this may not make that much difference because this is mixed properly, but let's just see. So let's say I want to have a clapper plugin on the music bus. So I'll go here and load the music bus one. Where's the for the music bus? Well, there's one for the mace bus, there's one for live bass, 808, high percussion, background vocals. Then I'm adding other stuff too. And I have updates coming up in the future for anyone who join. I will be have this for rap vocals right here, actually. So let's see the music bus. Let's see what I have in here. Okay, let's remove the spread. Attack. Let's see. Try another one. Yeah. I know it's not gonna make any difference because this is already mixed properly. I already filter everything. But if there was some music that didn't have any filter and anything, let me try to turn them off. Then you can hear the plugin actually doing something because it's doing what I would usually do. It's like me mixing in the background. Okay. Okay, why is this not working? Okay. This is the clean version. If you don't want any retro, I had some retro stuff in there. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, man. So that's it, guys. Any more questions? We could do this all day because I'm having fun here. Yeah. Any question, guys? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mission. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. All right, good to hear. Good to hear, Terrence. Let me know. I have a free group on WhatsApp. You guys can join and you can chat with me anytime on there. Let me post the link on here actually. Yeah, that's not that expensive. Come on. And I understand though. I understand. It's no biggie. The the collaboration part is is my uh is my is my opportunity to give you guys opportunity to actually make your money back because when you and I collaborate on a track together, I can submit it through my network and the network is private. You can only join if somebody brings you in. So if I collaborate with you and I send your name, your BMI or CSAC number into the group, then you have automatic membership. So you have opportunity to bring anybody in as well. So and that's that way you can make your money back from submitting your song through the network, getting checks from placement on TV and film, and royalties and all that good stuff. So, and plus all the bonuses that I added, and also 20 classes 2 times a month. I think that is way way, and on all the bonuses that you have. So you said I already have so many plugins. You see, a lot of the ones you have already have. So some I pay for monthly. Well, you're not paying for the plugins with me. You're paying for the presets that I created with the plugin, and just one of the that's just one of the uh that's one of the bonuses. The other bonuses is all the let me bring them back up. So maybe it wasn't that clear when I was talking about it. Yeah, so the bonuses is so for example, this one right here, you get plug into my TV library and you get 40% discount off everything on the store, then you get my course, which I initially sold for 1,000, then now it's 499, and you get that for free. $50 gift tag to buy anything on my store, gift card, then 25 preset of the clapper, and all this cheat code, AI bonus, GitHub plugin pack. You know what? Maybe I should show you all this on the website. Maybe just saying the number. I mean, just showing that doesn't really make any difference. If you let me show you what on the website so you could just see on the website. So this is what you begin. You gain this course for free. Then all this bonus is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you get this. You'll be able to put this on the wall in your studio. See, 4 EQ cheat sheet. Can have this on the wall on the studio. Compressor cheat sheet, musical cheat sheet. Then music promotion guide. Then four vocal missing cheat sheet. Then another course for free. Then the project files to be able to work with the mixing. Besides that, the other bonus that's not here, those are exclusive to the people in the to you guys in the team. I mean in the group. And that's for the music marketing blueprint, the library, and the 40% discount in the store. That's not on the website. All these three right here. And this one right here is actually the big deal. And I think the first one is also a big deal too, depending on where you had in your music career, because a lot of students that I talked to, they said, "Oh, once I'm done making the songs, then what else? What do I deal with it?" Well, you have to study, you have to learn marketing, because now that record label is not the way to go. So for you to be able to get your music out there, you need to know marketing. And marketing is another big deal. So how to market your stuff, then collaboration to get your music plugged to TV and film. So, adding all this together, that's what I think is what the money, plus you taking the classes every month, going through all the topics that we're going to be going in depth on. uh I need to find I have the syllabus somewhere. I don't remember where. There's a syllabus of the course somewhere. Let me see it right here. Oh man, it's not here. Um, And if you want some free stuff from me, you should go to my website and just click on free. This all this free stuff right here, so you can grab them. And some free courses. You guys can grab them right there. Oh, okay. Mm, okay, if you do this full time. Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely. Hmm. Yeah, let me talk to you guys actually. I want to know what do you guys think is going on in the music from your perspective, what's going on in the music industry right now in our profession? What is going on? What is the future? What the future holds for us as a producer, engineer, artist? What do you see in the industry in the next 5 to 10 years from now? And I'm curious to know what you guys think, because I only see things from my perspective. What do you guys think? Because I just heard Mission said it's only worth it for people who do this full time. So that means Mission, you don't do this full time, and I understand that. And the music is not the only thing I do. Also, I do marketing on the side. Actually, I I I help companies now, do their marketing, and the reason I know how to do marketing is because music. Because I realized I needed to learn how to put my music out there. So I started learning marketing. And once I learned marketing, I have the skills. It's easy for me to get any gig to help companies, market their their stores, which is what I do for my own company. And that's how you guys are able to find me online because I do marketing. And part of the thing I'm gonna be teaching you guys is how I'm gonna give you guys my marketing blueprint on how to, if you have music, how to get your music on the on 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 the Spotify. That's easy, but how to get people to actually listen to your music. So honestly, I feel one of the best community in the music engineering community is the music engineering community. I rap as well, but mixing does a very great heart. Oh wow, that's good. It's music engineering community. Which community are you part of? I just posted my group. If you want to join, we chat every once in a while in there. Which community are you already part of? Go. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I remember I wanted to show you guys. This is the campaign. Can you see my Facebook platform right here? Can you guys see this? Just say yes, we can see this on the chat before I go talk about it. Let me know you can see my Facebook ad on this. Can you see ESP Wayne engagement campaign May 31st? Are you able to see that on the screen? Okay, I think you guys can see, but I'm not sure. But anyway, let me continue. So this right here is a song that I released, and on May, I think I released it on May, maybe second week of May. Then I put a campaign to promote the song, and you guys see how much I spent so far, $52, and 15,000 people have seen this song. So what did I get in return for 15,000 people seeing this song? Let's go to Spotify, artist.spotify.com. So In the last 28 days, let's say 12 months. In the last 12 months, 331 people have streamed the song, 89 listeners, 90 people have saved the song, 35 people added it to playlist, 9 people follow me. And I got all this. Let's see, what is the specific song? Maybe that's for the whole album. Because there's an album on my playlist as well. What is it at? Let's see. Okay, this is the specific song. Okay. Okay, so for that specific song, and that's another crazy thing. I only promote one song on Facebook, but there's an album on my account on Spotify, but I'm not promoting the album. But this one song that I'm promoting actually created all this spill over for the other songs on the album, even though I'm promoting one song. But look at what is happening to the other song. This is an entire uh this is an entire uh the whole data of everything that's happening to my song on the Spotify just for $52. So that's the power of campaign right there. And this is not even a big campaign. It's just a simple campaign. How much I'm paying per day? Let's see. How much am I paying daily for this campaign? Where is it at? How much am I paying per day for this campaign? Okay, it's in here. What is it? $1.25. Isn't that crazy? $1.25 and $52. And look at all the action that's happening on my artist account on Spotify. 89 listeners, 331 streams, 3.719 streams per listener. That means one person they're listening more than one time. That's what streams per listener means. 90 people save a song on there. I'm on 35 playlists. I don't know what those playlists are. I didn't send them an email. I didn't send my song to them. They just found me. The only thing I did was that campaign. I didn't do anything else. So that's the power of marketing, you guys. And my goal is to do this to the point where I get on Spotify playlist, because once I get on Spotify playlist, I can turn off the campaign the next day, and the song would just keep going up and up and up and up. So that is my strategy right there. And that's another thing that is going to be on the that's going to be teaching you guys on the group for you guys to learn from. So you see, I am doing marketing. So you again, I am mixing my songs. I am mastering it, mixing and mastering. I'm teaching you that, and I'm gonna be teaching how to get on uh TV and film collaboration. You and I will be collaborating so you can get that plugin. Not plugin, but plug in. It's not plugin like put in Waves plugin. I mean, get the plug in. Yeah, I live in United States. I'm in Los Angeles right now. So you get that plug into my library, TV and film library. So yes, I live in United States, and I'm in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, migrated from Nigeria. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know my accent's gonna come out one way or the other. But anyway, so that's it, man. I hope you guys get some. Did you guys get any value from this training today? Because I just feel like I'm just yapping over here. So yeah. So that's all I have, guys. Um, if nothing else, thank you, Terrence. Thank you, guys. It's been fun. Yeah, have a great evening. I'll try to do another training maybe this Saturday because a bunch of people that want to come, they couldn't make it because it's the weekdays.